Alright, hello everybody. Today we have ourselves a Texas Ranger TRE936FFC. This is for Robert. We did initially have issues with this radio. No transmit, no receive, no display in the channel display segments, and we were reading out 10.965. PLL was out of lock. So we did get that choke replaced. We actually farmed that from a 3600 14B chassis. It does look different, but it is the same rating for the coil. So that was installed in the radio. We are back on frequency where we need to be. Everything's looking great there. The radio's had a full go through and alignment. I would like to state one issue that we've had in this radio. Initially, down at R202, there was a different value resistor there, okay? Not factory. A 10K is supposed to be there. So we farmed that out, put a 10K back in, started trying to go through the alignment process. I have looked high and low inside of this radio. Your antenna wire was broken as well, so we got that replaced. Finals are still okay. But side note here, going through this entire chassis, I cannot determine why the modulation adjustment does not work. We have checked Q57, Q38, Q39. They have all been pulled, swapped. We've tested them also. Everything's reading as it should, but we're still not able to adjust our modulation in this radio for whatever reason. So what I noticed is when they had the lower value resistor at R202, that was, giving us issue with injected tone. So when a 10K was put in on the front of the radio, the mic gain before, if the 10K was in, you'd have a clean waveform at 12 o'clock. The resistor before, you had to be at 3. So what I decided to do with this radio in specific was, we're just going to add a variable here, and this is going to be our modulation adjustment. So that is the way I did it for this one, because honestly, guys, I can't sit here for 2-3 hours and charge the customer $150 just to try and figure out why that modulation is not working. I did check the other side for jumps, any cut trace lines, anything like that. I've searched high and low on this radio, and we're so close to having it working and fully operational as it should be that I just didn't want to give up on it and waste a bunch of time, because we have a lot of stuff to move forward through. So for what their purpose is with this radio and what they're going to be using it for, I think that's an excellent application, and it serves pretty much the exact same purpose. So anyway, biasing has been readjusted, 3.85 on the driver and 3.6 on the final. Everything's been fully gone through, tuned. We will get the cover on it here, and we will show you what it's doing for receive and transmit. Okay, we do have ourselves a tone injected into this thing. We are looking at negative 67 dBm, so we are right at S9 there for you. We will start bringing this up here to a reasonable tone. I hate how those counters bounce all the time on these Rangers. See, it's right back to where it needs to be. Okay. We've got our tone going into it here, negative 67 dBm. Start fanning it 80, 90, 100. 106 provides us 20 dB Sinad. Try and get this all in at the same time. At 12 dB Sinad, we're at negative 113. So industry standard usually should be for 10 dB. Sinad would be at negative 113 or 0.5 UV. And negative 115 provides 10 dB Sinad. We can still hear that there at negative 125. You can still see it in there on the oscilloscope. Go to the next channel, see that? That's the next channel. That's back on channel. Watch it drop out on the Sinad meter also. So 3 dB at negative 125. So again, a really nice set of ears on this thing. All of your functions, of course, they work as well. Squelch is in operation for you. Here, let me turn that Sinad meter off. RF gain works as well. Again, you know, I don't know why on these Ranger radios that number always fluctuates. I always had that on my other one too, but anyway, it is fully tuned to where it needs to be. Counter does bounce here and there sometimes, but very good set of ears on it for you. So we will get her hooked up here and show you what it's doing for transmit output. Okay, we're just going to show you a dead carrier here. We do have it on the monitoring frequency 27,184,987, so plus or minus 20 hertz. We're definitely looking good there. And we're, oh, here, sorry about that. They're right about a 4.5 watt carrier, okay. Did not change that from factory, we just left that alone. So right there at 4.5. Okay, we will get this hooked up with the tone injected into it. Just one moment. Okay, we've got our tone injected in here. We'll bring the mic gain up. Okay. You can see our waveform here. Look very nice. We can change our speed of that as well. I guess you guys can't really see that like how I can, but I mean, very uniform, looks very nice. And this is with a 50 watt element. We're doing just about 8 watts average. And if we hit it into peak, we're at about 26 watts peak. And here we are in the spectrum analyzer. Again, cleaned up real nice, looks very nice. We have our marker at 27,175, so a channel down. Definitely looks really good for you. So we'll show you how it sounds with the voice, and we will go from there. Okay, man, here we are. We'll show you how it sounds with the voice on the monitoring radio. Here it is on the oscilloscope. Audio, hello, radio, 715. Audio, hello, radio, 715. Out here around Wisconsin, sounding really good out there on the monitoring radio. Ain't no doubt about that. Hello, radio. Audio, hello, radio, 715. Up here around Wisconsin, 715. Out here around Wisconsin. Let's take a look out there on the linearity. We've got our little dot marker right there at the bottom at 27,175. We're definitely looking really good in tolerance of the channel, no doubt about that. No doubt about that. Getting on down out here on this dang old Texas Ranger TRE936FFC. I'm back quiet. Okay, so all of your other functions, Roger beep works. If we were to go a couple channels over, channel 19 switch works. And go to the next channel. Hello, 1, 2, not going to hear it at all. 1, 2, audio. Okay. Audio, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, break. So, really nice as far as what it is. You know, dimmer works, counter works. You know, really nice. The only gripe I have with this radio is that the talkback always is on. So if you don't want to hear it, just bring it all the way down. But talkback does function. Audio 1, 2. That's on the monitor speaker. Audio 1, 2. Audio hello 1, 2. Hello. All right, Robert, I appreciate your time and patience, and I'm glad that we got this one back up and running how it should be. So had to do one little hurdle there, but that might be a little pro tip for anybody else that's experiencing the same problem. You just can't find where your modulation is gone as far as the adjustment. We changed the VR pot. We did everything under the sun as far as trying to resource that issue, but at least we are able to kind of manipulate that circuit a little bit and change the amount there with that variable. So, little pro tip. Again, I do appreciate everybody stopping on through, as you always do, and we will catch you out here on the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.